53届美国临床肿瘤学会 ASCO 年会于2017年6月2日至6月6日在美国芝加哥召开。一年一度的 ASCO 年会目前是全世界临床肿瘤领域水准最高的盛会，汇集了来自世界各地的3万多名肿瘤专业人士，讨论当前国际最先进的治疗方式及最新的治疗方法。青岛大学附属医院黄岛院区卢云教授领衔国内7家医院的科研团队有关结直肠癌 ENTD 的多中心研究，被2017年美国 ASCO 大会录用，其研究成果在今年的年会上展出，这充分体现了中国结直肠癌领域的研究水准已经跻身世界舞台。国际日报社视频部为此特邀与会的卢云教授进行了专访。
Professor Liu, welcome to Chicago and ASCO. China is so far away from us, but there's still so many Chinese doctors, including oncologists and surgeons like yourself, that fly over 10 hours to attend the 2017 ASCO annual meeting. It's very amazing. As one of these famous colorectal doctors that have arrived in Chicago, can you tell me how Chinese doctors learn about ASCO and give me some information about the influence of ASCO in China?
Okay. Very thanks for your attention. Actually, it's the first time for me to receive the English interview. You know, American Society of the Clinical Oncology, it was, in China we call it ASCO. It was established about 1964. Now it is very famous and most influential oncology organization all over the world. It is also very famous in China. You know, this in the past 30 years, and more China developed so quickly, so more and more Chinese doctors began to take part in this international club. This is the reason why so many Chinese doctors arrived here. I come from affiliated hospital of the Qingdao University from China. It is located in the east of China. It's a very beautiful and cold city. The air is fresh and sweet. So, last month in our hospital, we began to use the Watson system. It's the IBM product. So it's automatically diagnosed robot. So we could give the patient a diagnosis rapidly and accurately. So, you know, it is about 1.4 million new colorectal cancer was found all over the world. In this patient, about 19 to 20 located in China. So it had pressure for China doctor to the colorectal doctor. You know, for me, every Monday morning I have to feast about 50 patients, not 15. Yeah, my team have to finish about 40 to 50 colorectal cancer operation every month. So, give the patient a rapid diagnosis and the treatment is so important. Last month, I have attended the International Gastric of the Cancer Congress in Beijing and give a lecture about the tumor treatment. This time, my paper had been accepted and published by ASCO. I'm very glad about it and hope to get some of the new information from this Congress.
Chinese doctors are so busy and they're very interested in your story. We are surprised that how many patients Chinese doctors have to deal with in the clinic, and they have so many operations each month. You are so busy, so I want to know how you use the ASCO guidelines in your treatment, especially in your professional disease, colorectal cancer.
Okay. Use MDT, that's a multidisciplinary team. You know, it's the reason why the ASCO is so important. Not only the physician and the surgeon, but also the pathologist, pharmacologist, and the oncologist, and the imaging experts. All experts from different countries of the world arrived at Chicago and talked freely and discussed some of the famous guidelines like ACCN in America, and ISMO in Europe, and the NICE in England. All the new guidelines announced and discussed under the ASCO. This is very important for the patient. For example, if the patient diagnosed with colorectal cancer, the first doctor he meet is so important. If he meet me, I will give him suggestion, then receive the surgical operation. If we meet oncologist, we'll give him suggestion that receive the neoadjuvant chemotherapy. But the other doctor will give him suggestion that's the interventional treatment or others. But after MDT discussion, the best choice will be given to the patient. So this is another reason why the ASCO is so important. In recent years, ASCO, the MDT discussion became very hot in China. So after the MDT discussion, the patient will give to the best opinion to the treatment. For another example happened in our hospital, a young lady with colorectal cancer is pregnant. In the past, according to my own experience, I will give her suggestion that stop the pregnant and received my radical operation. But after our hospital MDT discussion, let her continue pregnant. After she birthed smoothly and after the neoadjuvant chemotherapy and radiotherapy, a few months later, after our second accurate evaluation and give her radical operation by me, and she recovered smoothly. That's why the reason that MDT is so important. So some guideline announced by article has changed our treatment concept. It's very important for our patient.
So some people are delivering oral lectures, some people are giving posters, and some people have delivered abstracts. Could you tell us what you will show us in Chicago?
Extranodal tumor deposit. We call it ENTD. Yeah, we use a big number of data to solve little problem. In China, the 7 big hospitals have devoted to our research, and about 4,731 colorectal cancer patients were involved. You know, in China, a big hospital means that inpatient bed is over 1,500. You know, we used 5 years to give the deep research about it. After our research, we found that the ENTD was an independent prognosis diagnosing factor for the colorectal cancer. The effect of the ENTD for the post-operative survival is between the local lymph node metastasis and the distant metastasis. I hope that ASCO could pay more attention to our research. The day after tomorrow, or this afternoon perhaps, I had the chance to meet the Professor Benson, the one of director of the ACCN in the colorectal cancer. I hope he could pay more attention about it.
So cancer is so terrible, and we want to know how to prevent colorectal cancer. As a professional colorectal doctor, what do you think about the difference for colorectal prevention between the USA and China? Could you give us some suggestions about the prevention for colorectal cancer? I'm very interested in.
Okay. Actually, the prevention for the colorectal cancer in East and West is similar. In the recent 10 years, the incidence of the colorectal cancer in America decreased, but in China it also a little increased. But I also some advice for the common people how to prevent for the colorectal cancer. It's my own opinion. Yeah, the first, what is the most important thing for you at the morning? The breakfast, the training, the working? That's totally wrong. Actually, according to the Chinese traditional Chinese medicine, the TCM, we think from the 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock after you get up, the most important thing from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock is the active time for the large intestinal channel. In this time, what important thing is go to toilet, take dump. It's very important. Yeah, it could reduce the incidence for you to get the colorectal cancer. The second word is what is more the dog sleep in noon time is more important than working, because according to the traditional Chinese medicine, we think from the 11 a.m. to the 1 p.m. is the active time for the heart channel. If in this time, if you could sleep, it could help you to prevent from hypertension. The last word is that you should sleep before the 11 p.m. Before the TCM thing from 11 p.m. to the 1 a.m. is the active time for the biliary system. If you could sleep before the 11 p.m., the hepatobiliary would recover totally. Then next morning you'll feel energy, very energy. So TCM think that from the noontime and midnight is the time to change the yin and yang, the negative and the positive. In this time you should have the sleep and prepare for the change.
Dr. Liu, after a few days you will be back in China. Could you think of all the new guidelines in ASCO that can be used in China directly when you go back to China after the conference? Could you use these guidelines for your patients as soon as possible?
Yeah, actually, like the ACCN in America and the ISMO in Europe and the NICE in England, different countries had different regions, had different situations. So the guideline announced by article was not suitable for all the countries. So in this area, the China oncology of China Society of Clinical Oncology, we call it CISCO, has do a lot of work in this area and pronounce some guidelines every year. It's very useful for China doctor and patient. I have been, as a surgeon, I've been working in China for the 30 years. I understand what happened in the past 30 years in China. I've been working in China in a very tiny village hospital and a town middle hospital and a university big hospital, and really understand our guidelines should absorb from all the other advantage from other guidelines and make our own guideline. It will be very benefit to our patient and doctor. Very thanks for your listening.
Thank you for your time.
据了解，直肠癌是全世界常见的消化道恶性肿瘤之一，它在全世界范围内的发病率以每年2%的速率递增。在中国，其发病率位于所有恶性肿瘤的第3位。美国临床肿瘤学会 ASCO 成立于1964年，是世界上最大、最有影响力的肿瘤研究组织，在全球100多个国家拥有超过4万名成员，其中1/3来自美国以外。国际日报社视频部芝加哥报道。